everyone, I'm Kristel and Celemin from the Batangas State University, Alangilan Campus, taking Bachelor of Science in Information Technology from the section 2105.
This video is all about the packet tracer of the chapter 11. So it is a skills integration challenge. We have here the addressing table, we have the device interface, IPv4 address, IPv6 address, prefix, subnet mask, IPv6 local, default gateway. So first, the scenario or background. The router central ISP cluster and the web server are completely configured. You have been tasked with creating a new IPv4 addressing scheme that will accommodate 4 subnets using the 192.168.0.0/24 network. The IT department requires 25 hosts. The sales department needs 50 hosts. The subnet for the rest of the staff requires 100 hosts. A guest subnet will be added in the future to accommodate 25 hosts. You are also tasked with finishing the basic security settings and interface configuration on R1. Furthermore, you will configure the SVI interface and basic security setting on the switches S1, S2, and S3. So the requirements. So IPv4 create subnets that meet the host requirements using 192.168.0.0/24. So we have staff 100 hosts, sales 50 hosts, IT 25 hosts, guest network to be added later. And then document the assigned IP4 in the addressing table, record the subnet for the guest work. So the PC configuration, configure the assigned IPv4 address, the subnet mask, and default gateway setting on the staff, sale, and IT PCs using your addressing scheme. So this is our addressing scheme. So we will do it first in the staff. So this one. And then the desktop IP configuration. So we will put IP address here. So that is 192. That is 192 dot 168 dot 0 dot dot 0 dot 3. The subnet mask of 255.255 dot 128. And then the default gateway of 192 dot 168 dot 0 dot 1. So after that, we will now go to sales. Desktop IP configuration, and then we will put the 192 dot 168 dot 0 dot 195. 168.0, let's check. So sorry, 192.168.0.131 and then the subnet mask of 224. 255.255.255.224, and then the default gateway of 192. 255.255.255.192, and then the default gateway of 192 dot 168 dot 0 dot 129. 129. So after that, we will do it in the ITPC. Desktop IT. So the 192.168.0.195. 192.168.0.195, and then the default subnet mask of 255.255.224. After that, so the default gateway of 192.168.0 192.168.0.193. So we already put the IP address of for the PC, then R1 configuration. So we will configure. So configure the device name according to the addressing table. Disable DNS lookup. Assign Cisco ENPA55 as encrypted privilege exec mode password. Assign Cisco con PA55 as a console password, and enable login. Required that minimum of 10 characters be used for all passwords. Encrypt all plain text passwords. Create a banner that warns anyone access the device that unauthorized access is prohibited. Make sure that include the word warning in the banner. Configure all the gigabit Ethernet interfaces. Configure the IPv4 addresses according to your addressing scheme. Configure the IPv6 addressing according to the addressing table. Configure SSH on router 1. Set the domain name to ccna-lab.com. Generate 1024-bit RSA key. Configure the BitCY lines for SSH access. Use the local user profiles for authentication. Create a user admin 1 with privilege level of 15 using the encrypted password for admin 1 PA55. Configure a console and BTY lines to log out after 5 minutes of inactivity. Block anyone for 3 minutes who fails to log in after 4 attempts within a 2-minute period. So we will do it all in the R1. So the enable, then the config T, and then we will change the host name. So the host name is R1, and then we will put the password. So the first password is for the encrypted privilege. So that is enable secret secret C Cisco PA Cisco, then ENPA55, Cisco EN55 as encrypted, and then for the uh, line console and enable login. So line console 0, and the password the Cisco con PA55, and then we will log in, and then the no shot to save. So we will do uh, will exit first before we put the notion to save our configuration. So after that, so we will put the service password encryption. Service password, and then the security password. So security passwords, minimum length is 10. Says here that 10. So after that, it says here that we will block. So it will be login block for Cisco for 180. So 180 attempts. For example, it is for 180 attempts. Attempts, and then for within 20. And then the enable secret. So we already did this, the enable. So the next that we will do is the username admin1 uh, space secret admin1 PA55, and then no IP domain domain uh, domain lookup, then IP domain name, the CCNA. So it says here that we will put the CCNA dash lab CCNA dash lab.com. So after that, so we will put the interface gigabit Ethernet 0/0, then the IP address, of 192.168.0.1.1, and then the subnet mask 255.255.0 255.255.192, or the 128, I guess. The 128, and then the IPv6 uh, IPv6 address. IPv6 address is FE80, and then one link local. And after that, so the IPv6 address again, IPv6, and then address, and then the 200. So that I will here, the things that I put here is that it's all in the uh this one, in the addressing table. So the 2001, and then the DB DB8, and then the ACAD, then the ACAD after that is 2, then double colon, then 1 slash 64 slash 64, and then the no shutdown command. So I guess this is a typo. And then we will put the no shutdown command, no shut, to save our configuration. And then we will put the banner MOTD, and then we'll put the warning, uh, unauthorized unauthorized access prohibit. So after that, and then we will put the for the line BTY. So we already for the did or put the password for the console. Now is for the line BTY 0 space 4, and then the exec timeout 5 space 0, and the login local, and then transport input SSH. So this is for the SSH, and then we will end, and then we will save our configuration. So let's go now to the next. So we are done in R1. Next is the switch configuration. Configure the device name according to the addressing table. Configure the SVI interface with the IPv4 address and the subnet mask according your addressing scheme. Configure the default gateway. Disable DNS lookup. Assign the Cisco ENPA55 as the encrypted privilege exec mode password. Assign Cisco con PA55 of the console password and enable login. Configure the console and BTY lines log out after 5 minutes of inactivity. Encrypt all plain text password. So we will do it first in the S1. CLI, and then so enable, then the config, and then we will change the host name S1, and then we'll put the first the service password encryption. So after that, we'll put the enable secret Cisco Cisco ENPA55, and then no IP domain lookup. domain. So this command is for the domain to DNS lookup to be disabled. Then domain, um, the domain lookup. So the next one is the interface. Then the VLAN 1. And for the IP address, the 192.168.0.2 space 255.255.255.128. And then after that, the no shutdown command. So the no shutdown command is to save it. Then the IP IP default gateway. So this is the address of the router, 192.168.0.1. And then we'll put the password for the lines. Then after that, the password. Then we will log in and then exit. Time 5 space 0. Then we will log in and then line DTY 04. So it has 5 ports and then exec timeout 50. Then we will log in. Line DTY 515 exec timeout 5 space 0. Then we will log in and then we will end. So to save the our configuration. So we are done in S1. So verify connectivity using the web browser from staff. Navigate to Cisco. So we will done in S1. So we'll do it in the S2. Just like what we do in S1, so we will do it also in the S2. So enable. After that, so we will put the enable secret. Uh, enable first we will do it the service password encryption first. Service encryption and then I forgot the config key. Then the host name. That's why the host name is and then we'll put the service password encryption. After that, we will put the enable secret Cisco ENPA55, and then the no IP domain lookup lookup, and then the interface VLAN 1, and then the IP address of 192.168.0.129. Then the line. So I forgot the subnet mask. This one is the IP address. Then this one is 192.168.0.130 space dot 255.255.255.192. After that, so the no shutdown command to save it. Then the IP default gateway. IP default gateway the 192.168.0.129, and then the line console 0. Line console 0, and then the password. The password is Cisco con PA55, and then the login, and then exec timeout. Timeout 5 space 0, and then the line BCY 0 4. So it also 5 port. Then exec timeout is 50 also. After that, we will log in, and then for the line BCY 515, and then the exact timeout is 50 also. After that, we will log in, and then we will end, and then we will save our configuration. So we are done in S2. We will do it in the S3. So we will hosting or the enable first, and then the config T, and then for the hosting, so it's S3. After that, the service password encryption, so encrypt all plain text. Service password encryption. So after that, we'll enable secret the Cisco ENPA55, and then the no IP domain lookup, and then the interface VLAN 1, and then the IP address of 192.168.0.129 194, and then the subnet mask that 224. After that, the no shutdown command to save it all. No shut. After that, IP default gateway. Default IP default gateway. Gateway. Then the 192.168.0.193. And then the line line console 0 console 0, and then the password of Cisco, or the capital C, Cisco conpa 55, and then we will log in, and then the exact timeout of 5 space 0, and then the line BTY. To secure our BTY line 04, so it has a 4 port. So after that, exact timeout of 50, and then we will log in, and then the line BTY 515, and then the exact timeout of 50, enter, and then we will log in, and we will end it. So to save our configuration, so we are done configuring the R1, S1, S2, and S3. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching.